Red alert, RBT, snaps in chat. Coming to you today, this wonderful wintry Wednesday. I'm used to being on Monday, y'all. Forgive me for saying that. January the 14th. Today, I have a special guest with me, and I promise you the information and the info that we got for you is going to be amazing. So, today, we have special guest, Debra Bonner. She's here today. Introduce yourself, Debra.
Yeah. Um, I'm a Flint girl. I was born and raised right here in Flint, Michigan, and I went through elementary school, Martin Elementary, and
I went there
yeah, you
at a
did went to
different time.
Martin. Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. And then on to Holmes Junior High, and uh, and then Northwestern High School. Graduated, and then I went away to college.
All right.
And I went to Foss Avenue Baptist Church with Pastor Avery Aldridge, who my mentor and like a second dad, because he was like a second dad to all the kids that were at church. And there was lots of kids in Flint. And everybody, just about everybody went to church. It's church on every corner, and lots of laughter, lots of games, late night games, and it was just a wonderful
So
childhood.
so you're grounded here. I mean, I know you went away for a while, but
50 over
50
50
years,
years.
y'all. And that lets you know that being in the city of Flint, even though you leave and you come back and you leave and you come back, you got to remember that when you're grounded somewhere, you have to return that favor and bring back all the knowledge that you took or gained everywhere you went. And
Mhm.
I'm pleased to have known a little bit. I met with her yesterday and got some information from her about her journey. And I'm telling you, it's a wonderful journey. And what she's doing now is bringing it back to the community. What she's trying to do is build up our youth to create their own life. And I
Right.
like that because I say these things all the time. Our youth are the important pieces that needs to put this puzzle back together in Flint so that we can have them to strive and thrive so that they can be more prosperous for themselves and not expect a handout or wait on anyone. So today you brought a couple guests with you as well.
I did. I pretty much just offered that they come and join me in this quest today. And I just met uh, Dar- Darius
Demarius
Demarius,
and
and
Jaquante.
I was so impressed with him. And Jaquante, who I've come to know over a few months, and asked them would they join me in this quest to to be mentors and help our young people as we gain mentors for them too, so they can be what they want to be in life.
Exactly.
I think that's what happened for me when I was a kid. Everybody pitched in and helped the young people.
It takes a village, right?
It takes a village, and coming back to Flint is not the same.
Each one
50
reach
years
one.
ago.
That's all
50
you have to
years
do.
ago.
Each one reach one to teach one and bring them aboard. We want to close the gap in the city. And, you all know that every time I get on this air, I'm talking about coming from out of the mud. All of us have gotten it out of the mud, I'm sure. We've all had our own trials and tribulations that we had to go through. But to give back to the community, to bring prosperity back to the youth so that they can have hope and be excited about doing something. And Miss Bonner got some great ideas, and I want her to share a lot of those ideas with us. And we may do this over a course of period of time because I know it's a lot that we can't get it all done in 1 hour. So I apologize for that. But if you're out there listening, chime in. Give us a call, 248-820-5053, Out of the Mud Inc. Also giving a shout out to George F. Grundy II, James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, and Larry Lott. They're making it happen for us to do this. They're also people that want to make sure to watch this city grow and come back. That's what we want to do. I know you want to, right? So give us a call. Let us know your thoughts and what you think. But for now, I want to ask Mr. Demarius. So, being born and raised in Flint,
Yep.
what do you believe that we need to do more in our community to gain more attention of our youth?
Um, have conversations with them, get more closer to the youth, and also give them a voice. I feel
Yes.
like the youth got to have a voice. A lot of times, and I'm a generation over the youth that that's right now, and sometimes they just be wanting to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
I
Sometimes
agree.
they just be wanting to be heard. And I think that's one of the biggest things we can do is support them is the biggest thing. Show them
I
support
definitely
and love.
agree. I say that a lot too, that children have a voice. And if they can't use it, then they feel depleted. They feel like they don't have a purpose, right?
Facts.
Jaquante, what do you feel about that?
Well, I'll say I'll go along with what he said. Give him a voice. When I was younger, it kind of, excuse me. When I was younger, it kind of helped me with like being able to go to after school programs and stuff like that, and being able to. It was church programs at
Yes.
Boys and Girls Club and stuff like that, and it's a lot of that stuff that's really not
And
here
it's
like
sad
that.
that a lot of those programs are gone now.
Definitely.
And that's what Miss Bonner want to do. And I agree with that. She want to bring some of that prosperity and programs back to the city of Flint. And also put it out there, take it other places, gain the trust of the youth, let them speak for themselves, right?
See what it is that they want to do.
See what it is they want to do.
And then us try to help them make it a reality for them.
Creating their own life.
Right. They can create their own life.
And there's several levels. And you all know me. I always say for every level, there's a devil. But I'm not saying like an enemy or an entity in a devil. I mean, there's a challenge for you. You have to face these challenges. And if you can't face them alone, you always got God. Y'all know me. I keep it in my heart. But you have other mentors and other people. And that's what these young men are going to be doing soon. Mentoring, doing things along with Mrs. Bonner. I do it already and I love it. I love the smile on little kids' face when they realize they just done something that was spectacular for them in their little youth time, you know? Man. So you guys got kids, right?
Yes, ma'am.
2?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay. So you want to be able to have this city thriving by the time your children get up to your age or close to it, right?
Correct.
So you're these young men are making a great effort to do what's needed to be done so that their children, just like what I'm already doing, just like what Ms. Bonner already done. She's already got a plan. Right? You got a game plan. You got an action. I have a plan of action.
Yeah, I have a plan, and then I want to offer it to like 12 young men. These are 2. I've got 2, and I need 10 more young men that want to come on board with us to plan out how we're going to elevate our young people and what we need. And then I will get it out to the world, out to the nation, that this is what we're doing and we need your support. And so that we can get financial support so that if they want to be a plumber, they can be trained to be a plumber. If they want to be some kind of technician, if they want to be a doctor or an attorney, that what do they need to do? And even to have attorneys and people of other professions say, hey, I will mentor them.
Wow, that is
I
so
will
awesome.
be a mentor. And so if they want to be a pediatrician, maybe it's a pediatrician that will meet with them once a month online. All the kids that want to be pediatricians. And then he can talk to them. He can answer their questions.
Yes.
And that's all on one. And he give them a job to do. Now, this month, I want you to do this. I want you to read this. I want you to. And then they come back and they continue to grow. And then there are people, if they need to be in some kind of training program, that there are people who are willing to donate, because they may not be able to be a mentor, but they may have money. I'm hoping to hit up some of these musicians and some of these athletes who understand, because they've been there and that's willing to donate to our communities and help our young people become who they want to be.
Definitely. And that is an amazing thing that we need to be looking into, because a lot of people just turn their cheeks and turn their shoulders and don't, turn their cold shoulders, what I'm trying to say. But we got a couple people already chiming in. Hey, hello, everybody. Hello, Miss Maxine. How are you? James said, hello, mother. Todd M. Beatty. What up from, I can't even see that. Okay. And then he also said, love the trade skill idea. There is a serious need out there for it. Yes, it is. And Charlisa King Kyle said that community and village. Yes, that is so important. Yes, it is. Very important.
And it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes, it does.
It's not just mom and dad.
Definitely.
So who were your mentors coming up? I mean, I know, trust me, I know it'd be a lot of times that we fall back, fall down. But was there someone in your family, in your life that you said, you know what, they're out there doing something that I might need to focus on that?
Yeah, I most definitely had somebody in my life that was he was a mentor. It was my uncle. So I give a shout out to my uncle
There
for
you
being
go.
that person in my life, being that mentor in my life, and just being that figure. Right along with my father though. So I kind of know exactly how I feel to have a mentor, and a lot of times these kids just don't got nobody there. You know what I'm saying? So
For
And you?
me, it was somewhat like a friend of my mother's. They grew up together, stuff like that. He was like a father figure to me as well, though. But when I was younger, though, he used to always talk to me, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna make a man out of you one day." And I used to find it funny when I was younger when he said that. But now that I think back, it's a lot of stuff that he actually taught me, and he told me and prepared me for it that I wouldn't have been ready for if it wasn't for him. So yeah, shout out to him, and rest in peace as well. But yeah, that's
All
all.
right. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, you young men speak so very well. There's another young man on here that speaks very well named Dre Hood. He said, much love to the Out of the Mud Inc. family and Terralisa McBride. Thank you very much. And what else we got? That was the only one. That was the upgraded one. All right. Well, in this community, in our city of Flint, we all know that there's a lot of mess going around, but that doesn't necessarily mean we got to be a part of that, right? We make our own journey. We decide to create our own space. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that every youth, we need about 10 more young men just like this, that's willing to go that extra mile and do something that's more prosperous for your own kids, right?
Definitely.
For your own kids. I mean, even if you want to say, you know what, my grandmother was this way, and I want her to see me do something nice this time. I want to see her, let my family see that there's a change in me. If you're one of the guys that's out there that wants to change and you haven't had opportunity, this is the time. This is the year. This is the lady to get it done. These are the young men to follow because they're making it happen. That's what they want to do. That's what I want to do. You can follow me if you want. I mean, I'll guide you the best way I can, and I'll lean you right over to this way here, because I'm willing to learn some things too from you as well.
Well, as I said too, I've been away for about 50 years, and in those 50 years, I've met a lot of people, and I have 8 children, and all of them are thriving, and that's because of mentors. It's because of people that are out there. That I hope I'm talking to some of you that's willing to reach out and help young people, and um, I feel like I feel like I have an army. I have an army to bring to you to here to Flint, but you got to be willing to work. You've got to be willing to do the
Gotta
job.
put that effort in
You've
there.
got to make that mind shift. You got to shift, and all the trauma, all the negativity, you got to let it go.
Got to let it go.
You got to let it go and move forward. And so when it's time to move, you move. You don't say, "Oh, I don't feel." You got to do it. You got to get up and you got to go.
Yep, that's how it's done. Hey, Tamika, I see you out there. Thank you all again for tuning in to Out of the Mud Inc. Give us a call, 248-820-5053. Let us know your thoughts or get in on the chat line. We got a few people out there on that line right now. And, of course, want to give a shout out to MUA Jock for all your beauty needs. Shop with her at www.shopmakeupismylife. Yes, producer, what do you got?
I just want to input. So I was honored to meet Miss Bonner and her husband about what, a year maybe
ago.
2 years ago now. So when we first started here, and I met her through James, and James speaks beyond highly.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
And the thing is, for me and my experience with you all, is that the message, the ministry doesn't change. It's consistent. whether you say it or somebody else says it about you. And that's something that is so consistent. My father, he asked for your contact and reached out because he wants to help you create that choir that you're looking to create.
Oh, wonderful.
And I know he said you all spoke, I believe. So it's something that you're being impactful, whether it's a drip or a flood. And I want to encourage you to know that Flint is looking at you, and people do want to support.
So. Yeah.
And
we want to have a primary choir, children's choir from 7 to 11, and then from 12 to 18, and then a mass choir, a community choir. And I'm hoping
we
I'm
need that in Flint.
I'm talking about hundreds. I'm not talking about a 30 boys choir. I'm talking about little primary kids, over 100. Right. So we may start off, you may have 15 over here, you might have 20 over here. They're learning the same songs, and then we put them together, do a concert.
Well, if anywhere to do it, it's Flint. And all folks have to do is dust off their voices and show up, because we had in the 90s, we had the most dynamic choir environment that the country had seen.
I bet.
You think about the Dunlaps and Kevlin Jones and New Jerusalem and so on and such. So his father. So we have the people.
Even when I was a teenager, it was here.
Yeah. So the motivation and the vision just needs people to follow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so the thing about the choir is not just a choir. This is a choir program. It's called Transformational Gospel Youth Choir. Okay. And this is a choir program where we have different programs that shoot from it, like for mentorship and for tutoring, and helping kids in school, and ball clubs will branch out of these choirs.
Okay.
So that kids can do different things with each other from all over the city. And the gospel choir, what it does, it just helps you get your head straight.
It's discipline.
Yeah, it's helping you realize that anything is possible with God. That's it. That anything is possible, and that the nature of Christ, and that we want to be like him. So we want to be kind to one another. We want to help one another.
That is the key.
So in changing our nature, and that it's okay to be a good person. It's okay to dream. It's okay to be great. You are great because you are a child. I have it right here, in fact. You're a child of God.
Amen.
And he's greater than anybody ever walked the earth. And you're his child. So what does that say about you? You have his DNA. Anything is possible. Mm-hmm. You can create your world. You can create your life. And then if we have mentors to help you get there, that is what this is all about.
Yes, ma'am.
But we start with the choir, pulling you together and getting your head straight so that you can believe that anything is possible.
Mm-hmm. I have the opportunity. There's a message. James said, tell everyone to share this live, to share it live. Everyone, yes, if you're out there and you're looking and you're chiming in, please share it live for us. We got a good message we're trying to get out. James Mayfield also said, hello, Miss Bonner. Tell my friend Harry I said hi. Hi, Harry. He's sitting over there. He's a part of the audience today. I had the opportunity of being a part of what they called Young Life here in Genesee County. Young Life in Genesee County sounds about like what we're trying to do, what you've already proclaimed to do. And Young Life has taken a lot of youth. My daughter used to be a part of that. And my boss would engage with her in that, and I engaged, and we would go. They went camping. They did what they called club. They called it club, whether it be at someone's home or at the church. And they did things like that. They did a little bit of gospel. They did a lot of hand-on-hand crafts and activities, things like that to branch out. And Young Life is not only of Genesee County, but it's all around. So I understand what the message and the mission of what you want to do. And I would love to be a part of this as well, because this is something that I've been asking to do all along. I said I wanted to do saving our youth one zip code at a time. To me, that's very powerful. Because the zip code, I done been in 4 or 5, maybe 6 zip codes growing up as a child, and ain't really none of them been good. But I did have the opportunity to have mentors in my life. And I had stability of uncles and aunts and family members to be there to help support me. So I understand when you say that, which is awesome, you know, because a lot of people don't look at that. They look at it like, quit talking to me, old man.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Don't tell me nothing.
Right.
You ain't my mama.
Mm.
You know, that's the stuff we hear, right?
Definitely.
So, but in today's society, with what we got going on, I want to ask you guys this question. So, did you go to Flint schools?
Yes, I went to Civic Park, which is that been closed down for a while.
A
I
long
went
time.
to Dort.
Dort? I went to Dort.
Yeah,
What elementary did you go to?
I went to Summerfield.
Summerfield? Okay. What high school?
I graduated from Northern the last class 2013 before it closed.
Before it closed down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say something, but I know he's not going to mention it. But now you were the valedictorian.
I graduated with a 3.0 and I had got a full ride
Was
to
it
U of
3
M
point?
Flint on an ISP scholarship.
All right.
Yeah,
What was your major?
that's how I started business.
Okay, business. That's
Yeah.
right. See, the minds of young men not only want to just be out here wilding out, they're trying to really make something happen. Let's see what we got. Tamika said, absolutely love working with the youth. Yes, that she does. A lot of people on here that I'm noticing and saying stuff, they have been on my show and try to be a part of different things. And all we want to do, y'all, is bring that red alert message out to you to get you on your feet so you can thrive and strive and make a life for yourself in this community.
I'm going to give you my phone number
Email address?
and my email address.
All right.
So I'm saying it slowly so that you can get ready, get your pencil, paper, whatever, get your phone. My number, 602 301 0406. And I'm sorry, no, 602 301, because I've been away for a long time, 0406. If you want to be a part of this movement, this campaign, this movement to lift our young people, because that they are our future.
Yes. Willie Buford said, cuz I got the Young Life volunteer plug. Tanisha and I were Flint Young Life leaders a few years ago. Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that. I think I kind of remember that. I wasn't a leader, but I did do volunteer work with Young Life. My daughter was a part of that, and I did love how they're doing that. But now we want to, the gospel choir
Transformational youth choir. Now I'm going to give you my email. Debra, Debra, Debra at Debra Bonner. That's my name. BONNER.com. That's real easy. I hope you can remember it. Debra at DebraBonner.com. If you're interested.
Yes. And please, 10 more young guys like this, even if she got 12 more, that would be awesome because that lets us know that we're reaching somebody. Each one reach one. There's a message. Yeah, the message says Mrs. Debra Bonner at 602-301-0404.
06.
Oh.
0406.
0406. Got to edit that one moment. But nevertheless, coming to you today from Out of the Mud, Inc., downtown Flint, where we're trying to uplift everybody and get them up out of the mud, y'all. This is something special. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go to all the platforms. Tell somebody to tell somebody and tell somebody. Let them see what's going on. You may never know what kind of message that's going to come off of this show that's going to affect someone, especially with a message like this today. Today, we are looking for young men that want to make a difference in our community and want to make a difference in their own lives. Make space and time for their children to grow, to be happy and loved, and not worry about what's going to happen when they close their door or close their eyes at night.
And if you have children that you would like to be in the primary gospel choir, give me a call or email me. If you want your teenager to be in the youth choir, give me a call or email me. If you want to be in the mass choir for Flint, the Transformational Gospel Choir, 0406. Call me 602 301 0406. Or email me, Debra at debrabonner.com.
So I have a question about the Transformational Gospel Choir.
Mm-hmm.
What type of gospel music will you be focusing on?
The gospel music you hear today.
All right.
And gospel music that they will create.
Okay.
We want you to create from your life as you come to know Christ. How has he changed your life? Who is he to you? And we'll put that in the music and we'll sing that also.
Kind of what you told me the other day. That really touched me when she mentioned something to me that a couple other people had mentioned. Have I ever thought about taking some of my poetry and giving it to someone that sings or raps or something that can put it into play?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about that, but she put that on my mind, and now she just mentioned it again. So y'all better watch out now.
All right, I can't wait to grab it.
So, while we're sitting here talking and vibing and understanding what we're trying to do, and this is a mission that we want to have done, I want to ask Demarius, do you attend church regularly?
I do. Lately, yes, I do.
Amen.
Yes.
All right. Do you know what's the name of the church, if you don't mind sharing?
I attend Joy Tabernacle Church.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to go to Joy Tabernacle, but about over 4 years ago, I left there and started going to St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church. We had one heck of a food drive today, y'all, in the snow, in the cold, but we served many people today with food, lots of food. How about you, Jaquante?
I actually attend the same church, so
Okay.
yeah, I do.
All right.
Often.
Okay, that is great. So the ministry is amongst us all.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And this is how the divine works. He brings people together to manifest things, to show that there is a way, there is hope, there is light, to uplift one another. Because that's what we need. Too many people tear each other down.
Definitely.
Too many people hold on to bad vibes and grudges. And what we want to do is change all that and let you know that, hey, let's create a new environment, a new space, a transformational gospel choir that's going to reach out in different avenues and different lifespans of other people and bring us all together to be one mass choir. Is that what we're trying to do here?
That's what we're trying to do. And then have programs out of that choir, different programs to help people reach their goals.
All right. So anybody out there that's watching, I want to know, how do you feel about Flint coming back with the choir? I mean, you got, was it a Georgia Mass Choir or is it Mississippi Mass Choir? What is it, George? The mass choir that I only know one of. Is it Mississippi Mass Choir?
That's one of the historical rocks of the United States of America, Mississippi Mass Choir.
Yes.
Was it the Williams brothers? Mm-hmm. Was it the Williams brother that sang with them? And it was a Flint resident that also James, Reverend James. Wow, I gotta look it up. You call me up, but yeah,
that's all right. That's the information guy. He'll let us know. But what I'm saying, what reason why I'm bringing that up is because if other places can do that, and they got the same kind of poverty levels we have, they got the same kind of ups and down craziness in their world, but they came together and did something beautiful for their city, their town, their community, their country. That's what we want to do here in Flint. If you a Flintstone and you know, we need to bounce back. We need to bring everything back. We got downtown a little bit thriving here with the lights and the bricks and all that. But, that's just, tangible things.
Well, my hope is that, as we help our youth will help our community.
That is the plan.
So as we find mentors for them, programs for them so that they can train to become what they want to become, that they will give back to their city. They will begin to clean up the city.
That's what we want to do.
We want to clean up all the boarded down houses. How we can if they're strong enough, teenagers, and big enough to tow trash to a dumpster or to take somewhere to be burned or whatever, we need to clear the land and build gardens, community gardens, all over.
And not
so
just
that
the
we
gardens.
have fresh fruit.
We need gardens. We need homes. We need a lot of things. We need support. We need support and stability. That's it. And dedication. Support, stability, and dedication. We need that.
Mhm.
We need that not just from the youth. We need that from the adults too. Because guess what? How many adults out there right now that's watching and listening, they got a son or a daughter that you feel they could be doing a little bit better for themselves, right? This is the place for them. This is what they need to get involved with because it's going to give them structure. It's going to give them a little bit of wisdom, hope, and make them feel important and use their voices.
Yeah.
And use their voices.
And joy. They're going to have joy.
Lots of joy. Lots of joy.
And we need joy, don't we?
I mean, I'd rather wake up smiling every day than wake up frowning and mad or not waking up at all.
Take a lot of energy.
You know, exactly. I wrote something, just a little verse of it. It said that you can exist no more and have never left your bed. People don't think about that. When you wake up in the morning, you exist. You're serving a purpose. You need to move forward in this purpose, in this line, you know, because if not, you're wasting precious time. It's like you're not yoked yet. You're not evenly yoked yet. You're just all over the place. You need to pull it back together, get some oomph in you and say, hey, I'm going to be better today. A motto I have, today is better than yesterday because yesterday was better than the day before. So every day I wake up, to me, the day that I just got over and rose up for a new day, I have purpose. I have a mission. I have something to do to gain more information, to be closer to God, to help someone, be kind to others. That's my purpose in life. To keep going, keep moving.
And that will give you joy.
Lots of joy. Because a lot of people want to give up. Has there ever been a time you wanted to give up?
Yeah, actually, it's been plenty of times, but I keep God in the midst of everything. My faith is very strong, so He get me through everything that I've been through. So I that's all I can say is I take it to God.
Amen. Faith forward all issues to heaven.
Yes, ma'am.
How about you, Damaris?
Yeah, I go through stuff every day. Every day. I don't think nobody not gonna have issues, but you gotta rely on God. You can't always rely on yourself. And for a long time, I always was relying on myself. Oh, I gotta get this done.
Getting in
I gotta
God's
do this.
way.
And all I've been learning lately, from talking to Miss Bonner, talking to my pastor, talking to a lot of people, even to my mom, is like now I'm starting to like live in God's way. What is God's plan?
Right.
It's not
God's
always
will.
about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about
I'm
you.
so happy you said that. That I'm proud of you. I
appreciate
am. I don't even know you, and I'm proud of you because
That's why I want him to be my assistant.
my son is 34 years old. He'll be 35 this year. And he shocked me. He goes to church with me regularly. And he shocked me. We were in church a couple Sundays ago, and he came up to me. We don't even sit on the same row together. We got our own thing we do. I'm the minister of poetry there, so I read a new poem every Sunday. And he just, when we were up, socializing and, doing our devotion, he walked over to me and gave me a hug and squeezed me so tight and started crying and said, I pray for you. You pray for me.
That's beautiful.
That touched me.
Yeah,
That touched me because I'm like, where did it come from? Even though we were singing this in the church, And so you all know, before I get too far into the show, I got to show you these books. Faith Through Poetry, God's Will. That's how I began my journey. My faith through my poetry, God's will. And then I went along to say, letters to my Lord. Who am I? Because I want to know who I am. What is my purpose here? What do I need to do, Lord? Show me, tell me, teach me, put me in the line of the right people, the righteous people. And then I wrote this one. Recipes for salvation. Satisfying your hunger for the Lord. If you're hungry for the Lord, don't that look yummy on the back there? It look like you want to sit down and have breakfast and talk to the man above. If you're hungry for the Lord and to understand him, you gotta be dedicated and focused and open-minded. And you got to be calm because he will come to you. You can't force him. You can't force his hand. You can't force him to do something for you. Everything's not the microwave. Get it done, get it done. Sometimes it's in God's time when things happen for you. This is one of my first books, The Feelings of Life with All Its Ups and Downs. Redbone Trouble, Life as I Know It to Be. Redbone Trouble was my pen name, a nickname, a street name. That's where RBT comes from. Okay. But I decided, along with the help of a family member, 2 family members, that I didn't need to manifest trouble anymore. I came past all of these feelings of life with all its ups and downs. I'm still having them, but I manifested past that. And now RBT stands for Real Blessings Thrive. And ever since I changed that, real blessings been thriving for me. Mm-hmm. So I just want you all to know that. And I'm on Amazon. Check me out. Or if you want to purchase from me, hit me up in my inbox on Facebook. I appreciate you. But nevertheless, this platform, Out of the Mud, has allowed me for 2 years, now, almost 2 years, y'all, almost 2 years that I've been here. I have felt the presence of a lot of good people and a lot of good vibes. And I've learned a lot. So I'm hoping that you all out there are learning something today, because this is going to be something that we want to see happen, thrive and strive in the community, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the next move from this point?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
If I could, while you collecting yourself. So it was Reverend James Moore, and he was from Detroit.
Okay.
And he's known for singing the song "What a Friend We Have in Jesus" with Mississippi Mass Choir. And then the other person I was talking about was Frank Williams, who was part of the Williams Brothers,
okay,
which is a legendary gospel quartet of brothers.
And I'm sure that they had the same type of structure. They had these same kind of campaigns. They did all this in little groups at a time that build up. Need some water?
No.
Okay.
I have my episodes.
Okay, that's okay. We're patient here.
I have allergies. And I've been coughing for 30 years. I'm getting better. And cancer maybe has something to do with it. Just had a mastectomy about 5 weeks ago.
Oh, my.
And they said they got all the cancer.
Amen.
They got it all.
Amen.
And that I don't have to have chemo or radiation or even the pill.
All right. Praise
and so
God.
I said, well, I guess the Lord want me to stay a little longer.
You have a purpose, a mission, and you have something to do here in this city. Mm-hmm. This is the reason why you came back after being gone for 50 years. Y'all got to take your hats off to her and give her a clap, a hand. This lady came back after 50 years gone. Came back to bring back.
And I've got a lot to bring. I've got a lot to share.
She said she got an army with her.
I got a lot of people that would love to help.
Yep.
If you're willing to
do the work.
Do the work.
If you're willing to do the work, they're willing to give.
Do the work. And we need you all out there. Again, like, share, and subscribe. You never know who this message will touch. Who's going to get what they need out of this. Because it may not be for you. And even if it is, take heed to it. But if it's not, pass it on to the next. That's all you have to do. Just keep it moving. We want to keep this stream going.
And if you say, you're asking me, what is the next step? Call me. That's the next step. Call me or email me so we can be in touch with you and let you know when we start this choir. When we're going to start this choir.
All right. And you guys are part of this, right? Part of this movement.
Yes, ma'am. For sure.
All right.
Definitely.
That's great. That's great.
So we're talking about probably within the next month. Month and a half.
Okay. And we have Black History Month coming up. I know I got some things to do at my church for Black History Month. So we're doing a lot of stuff like that. But just going forward, knowing that you all are part of this movement, what kind of excitement do you think it's going to bring? Do you think it's going to uplift some people?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially the younger generation right now, like kids between 13 and 15, they look up to, a lot of times they shy away from hollering at their mom and their dad.
Yeah.
But they holler at the big brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna get a lot of these younger ones influence to, you know, holler at somebody or talk to somebody about their issues or their problems, because it's not always gonna be their mom or their dad that they
Mm-hmm.
gonna holler at.
And sometimes they don't want to. They love their parents, but they're not as comfortable
Exactly.
speaking with them about where the next movement in their life, what they want,
Exactly.
because they probably think like, oh, they just gonna chastise me and put me down, and stuff like that. Which most parents probably will, like, get out of here, boy. Ain't nobody thinking about that. Nobody want to hear that today. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I had my time when my kids were younger.
Yeah.
I had my time, but I learned a lesson. A lesson. But I also believe in the structure of a good household. It always starts in the home first. So if you focus on things in the house, for instance, if I start in my house, okay, this is where we're going to start our choir. Let's every Sunday or every Tuesday, every Wednesday, we're singing, we're doing something, we're talking. This is where it starts. So when we leave this home, we can spew all of that out into the world and not just walk out and walking into brick walls. You have to, in order to reach people, you got to get down there on their level with them.
Right.
And I want to say this too, that I have something to offer you, Flint. Flint offered me voice lessons when I was 13. Falls Avenue Baptist Church with Pastor Avery Aldridge. They took me in like a little orphan kid, and they loved me and they nurtured me. That's what we want to do with these young people. We want to wrap our arms around you and love you and nurture you and give you what you need. And so by the time I graduated from high school, I was traveling throughout Europe singing. I was singing classically because I was being trained vocally, but I was a classical recording artist as a teenager.
Oh, wow.
And then went on to University of Michigan, got my master's degree. After that, went to Africa with my husband for 2 years, teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. We were teaching them about Jesus, but they showed us how to live like Jesus. The people in Africa, in those villages, they were so Christ-like, so loving. They had a community drunk in their village, and everybody would take care of him, and they would give him the meat. They would give him the best from their pot.
Wow.
That's how they
didn't cut him down, didn't
No,
look down on
they
him.
loved him and gave him their best. They taught us how to be Christ-like. So when we came back to America, we were not the same. So we're not like, we don't act normal. My husband and I, we're not really normal.
What is normal?
That's the question, right? What's normal? But what I've learned after that and been in the West, where there have been villages of people who have helped me raise my children. I have 2 children on Broadway right now.
Oh, wow.
And 2 grandchildren on Broadway.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, and I train people who train the stars. My teacher was Michael Jackson's voice teacher. And he was my mentor for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So the technique that I have that I will be sharing with you in the gospel choir is the best in the world.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I just want you to know that you're going to be given something great, and there are a lot of other great talents and that will be coming to help share with the choir or the choir community.
Okay.
No, a couple questions. When you say classically trained, what is that? What's the difference between that and other genres of music?
Okay. Well, usually when you go to college to train to be a singer,
Okay.
They call it legit. It's classical. That's what they teach you. They don't teach you anything but classical.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to be a voice major, you're going to be singing opera.
So it's not opera.
That's what I was trained in.
So you were trained.
And so by the time I graduated from high school, I was able to get scholarships into the universities because of my voice. I never had to pay a penny for my education because I always got vocal scholarships.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And then when I graduated from there, I couldn't sing pop anymore and I couldn't sing gospel. My gospel sounded classical. And I couldn't change my voice. I couldn't go back to pop. And then I trained with Michael Jackson's voice teacher, who taught all the stars.
Mm.
You know,
Wow.
Stevie Wonder, and in fact, my son just wrote a song with Stevie Wonder. His
That's
last single, Soldier or something.
I don't think people understand. Just could you repeat that again?
Well, my son, my oldest son, he teaches the stars. He teaches
And he wrote a song with
Stevie Wonder.
With who?
Stevie Wonder.
One more time so people understand.
My son.
The weight of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wrote,
That's
people
powerful.
don't realize that
That's
happy
heavy.
birthday to
Yeah.
or every last song that we grew up on. Mr. before R. Kelly and Chris Brown.
Yeah, so he's very close to Stevie Wonder. I told him, I said, tell Stevie, I admired him when I was 12. He was only 2 years older than me. He was 14 when I was 12.
Wow.
You know.
That's a certain kind of air that most people only imagine.
Yeah, well, I tell you, this is the technique of the stars, the technique that I teach.
Well, you are
so
the mother
I have the classical
to those,
and I have the pop.
You're the mother to those that teach that.
I'm the mother of those who teach that, and
she was taught that as well.
And I was taught it by the one who taught during the time of Michael Jackson. This man, Seth Riggs, 130 some artists were Grammy winners.
Wow.
Were Grammy winners.
And where are you from again?
I'm from Flint.
Where?
I'm from here.
Okay.
But I went away for 50
years.
And I'm telling you, I have
brought
an
it
army
back.
So it's possible today
mm-hmm.
that somebody, a little girl, little boy, young girl, young boy,
that's
man,
right, can become a superstar.
Can become
if that's what they want to.
A classically trained
or classically trained,
right out of Flint,
and have some type of etiquette to themselves, some type of class, and I see. I don't even have all the words. I ain't go to college, so have all of that smooth.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, and I have a great appreciation for classical because I was trained classically, but that's not my love.
So when I hear
my love is gospel.
So when I hear classical, I'm thinking Paul Robeson.
Yes.
Okay.
Or Leontine Price.
Okay, Leontine Price.
Or Shirley Verrett.
Okay.
Or Pavarotti.
Oh, okay.
People I never heard of.
With James Brown, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He
did it.
World.
Yep.
Oh.
And to see the thing about it, in fact, I on my one of my websites, I had them both. I had that video going, and I was explaining the technique of both of theirs, and both of them was really doing this. They were trained in the same thing. Classical, if it's taught correctly, you could sing anything. You should be able to sing gospel and then turn around and sing classical. But a lot of times in the universities, they don't understand that. So I call them wannabe classical singers.
Okay.
Because they put their voice in a certain way instead of in a certain way. It's like
falsettos and stuff.
Yes, which is not natural. Pavarotti didn't sing like that. Your top classical people don't sing like that. They sing in their natural voice. And so the technique I teach is the same technique I teach for pop and gospel. It's natural.
Wow. I need that myself. Do you guys sing?
I don't sing.
You don't sing?
I don't sing.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's what I'm talking. See, that's what I'm doing. To say you don't sing yet. What about you, Jaquante?
No, I can't sing. I used to be in the choir when I was younger, though, which is kind of funny. I did have it. I lost it along the way somewhere. I don't know.
But hearing that, don't it make you want to just like?
I was just gonna say that.
I just karaoke
into it for sure.
I wouldn't mind doing some opera, trying to see what that looked like.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Expanding your horizon.
I think I'm serious.
I know. I know you are because he on behind the scene, but George do music too, though. But I'm a karaoke person. I don't know how to sing, but I love music. But I will, if some song come on I love, I sing it the best I know how.
Well, if you can speak, you can sing. That's the thing. If you have a voice to speak, you can sing.
Wow.
It's just a matter of training it, just like it's an athletic event. It's like anything, like basketball. It's coordination. You know, you have to be able to bounce that ball until you get coordinated. You can go behind your back and between your legs, and and every time you hit the ball, you hit it, and then you'll be able to hit it. You'll be able to make that mark because you practice it. It's the same way with the voice. It's the muscles in the throat. You train the muscles.
My sister is up for a Grammy right now in New Orleans.
That's amazing. What? Say that again.
My sister is up for
Where
a
your
Grammy
sister
right
from?
now in She's from Flint, Michigan.
What is her name?
Alicia Renee Smith. And she sings in New Orleans right now. She sings in the French Quarters, and she is very, very talented. And she sings with the Henry Trebon Quartet, I believe it is, in New Orleans. And she has sung at Kermit Ruffin's, the little spot down there. But she has been nominated for a Grammy, and I'm very excited for her. Congratulations, sis. I can't wait to see you.
Again.
Alicia Renee Smith, Blue Eyes, a.k.a. Blue Eyes. She's dark skinned, about your color, but she has natural blue eyes. My nickname is Red. She's nicknamed Blue. But that's my little sister. Yeah, but she's amazing.
And one more time, where's she from?
She's from Flint.
So Grammys come out of Flint.
Grammys come out of Flint. No matter where you go.
Singers come out of Flint.
Out of Flint.
Not just athletes.
Not just athletes. And
author,
writer, poets. Out of Flint.
But classically trained.
Trained.
And Grammy award winning.
Yes. Exactly.
And amazing authors.
That's right. And producers. Podcasters and all. Hey, I love my city. Yeah, I love Flint. Definitely. I said if I ever had the opportunity to leave and move away, I would, just for the experience. But I'm coming back. Looks like Whitney said, hey, Whitney. That's another beautiful singer. She just sung the national anthem at a wrestling match back here in December and did an amazing job. Did you get a chance to see that?
I did not.
What is her last name?
Bruton, I believe it is.
Okay. Because I used to.
Fierson. I think I might be saying it wrong.
Well, I don't know. That's the same Whitney. Are you the same Whitney that came? I came one year and I was helping young people, and I brought you just to come live with me in Flint. And then we went, I trained a bunch of kids there in Utah, and she lived with me in Utah, and we went to LA and competed with people all over the United States, and she won.
What she said.
She said yes.
That's Whitney, the same Whitney.
Her and I share the same birthday. That's my little friend. She said, yes, ma'am.
And she won.
She said, I know Miss Bonner. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay, Whitney, you better get in touch with me.
So we know where that voice got trained.
Yes. She was on my show a couple months ago. She hit a couple tunes for us and stuff. All right. Good. Shout out to you, Whitney. I love that. More confirmation. More confirmation of the power of this lady here. More confirmation to solidify what she's trying to do. Bring your youth. Get on that line. Call her. Email her.
Help me, Whitney. Help me get these young people.
Yes. She works at the Boys and Girls Club. See how we all network? This is how things are supposed to happen.
That too. Definitely.
We called her Little Flint, by the way. That was her nickname.
Little Flint.
When she lived with me, we called her Little Flint. Everybody called her Little Flint.
She little bitty thing, yeah.
She's short, about 9 feet. I mean, 4'9", I think.
Now, do you still perform?
I perform with my family.
Okay.
I have 8 children, and we perform all over the world. In fact, we sang for the what is the big game with all the black colleges, basketball,
NBA All-Star.
We did that last year. We sang the national anthem for that. My family did.
Okay.
And then we also sung the national anthem for the game after that.
Okay.
So
I looked her up on YouTube, y'all. Amazing lady, amazing stories. She's not here just to tell you all about the goodness of what she's done. She's here to bring it to all of us and our children and our children's children. Let's make this happen.
It can happen. Repeat. It will happen.
Yes.
If you bring your children, it will happen.
Yes.
If you're willing to do the work.
Look, I would love to see you and your family at the Whiting or at the Capitol, so I could dress up like a penguin and sit there and listen to y'all sing.
Why would you do? Oh, you talking about put on the black?
Yeah, put a tuxedo. The
I had to think about that. You said just like a penguin. And you know, in my mind, I'm like, you ain't that.
To be debonair and go out there, and I got the whole thing. Make me want to get a haircut or something?
Get your face all
Yeah.
trimmed up and everything.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm a product of Flint.
All right. See,
I'm a Flint girl.
Flint is a very good place to be, especially if we want to build together, come together, rise together, get it out of the mud together. Let's do this, y'all. Jeez, let's get it.
And let me say this too, because I know it's the old adage, and y'all get the credit for it. They say behind every great man, there's a great woman.
Yes.
But behind this woman is an amazing and
Great
awesome man.
That's
Every
right.
time I seen her, I seen him.
Amen.
And he made sure that whatever door needed to be open was open, and she got through it. And his chivalry is unmatched.
Wow. Everybody needs somebody like that. I'm telling you.
Well,
Everybody.
And may I say this too? He's so humble. He, as a teenager, is in 4 books, Teenagers of America. He went to Oberlin College. He was the senior class president at Oberlin.
Okay.
He graduated from a Jesuit high school, all boys.
No, what is that for us
Jesuit.
that don't know what that means?
That's like Catholic, the elite top school, Catholic school.
So you're saying he's not just intelligent, he's brilliant.
Not only is he brilliant, he's very spiritual, and he's very Christ-like. He's very
Amen.
guided, and he treats me like a queen.
Amen.
And we have 4 boys and 4 girls, and all of our boys treat their wives like queens.
So y'all the Flint
Starts in the
Huxtables.
home.
That's beautiful.
Y'all the
Starts
Flint
in the
But
home.
we used to watch that.
It is.
We used to say, that's like us. That's like our family.
They
Wow.
probably copied it off of y'all.
Probably. I mean, I just had the opportunity of meeting Mr. and Mrs. Bonner yesterday, and I sat and talked with her, and just talking with her made me want to get to know her. And then she spoke very highly of her husband, but then I didn't see him other than when I waved walking in the building. But as we were coming out, he came in to greet her, to open the door, to let her and me and Stephanie out. And then he just so gracefully smiled and shook my hand. And I was like, wow, you don't get many people that stop for a moment to say, how are you? How you doing? And nice to meet you. Especially after he's already catering to you. He made sure that we were okay getting out of the building. And that's a stand-up guy. I like that. I like that. I hope to be blessed with a gentleman in my life like that one day.
Well, I'm hoping to be able to share some tools. I don't know, but we did a tool I did this sharing with you. I don't know, do you want to share any of what you experienced today? Because this is something that I'm wanting to share too, because I have tools that can heal trauma.
Yeah, so I in my life I've been through a lot of trauma. I've been through just like a lot of other people, but today I had a talk with Miss Bonner, and I was sitting in her office, and she asked me, could she use a tool on me? Could we have a session? Like, could she clear me? And at first I was kind of hesitant, but I'm like, I really need this. And I sat there and had a conversation with her for about 20 minutes, and she asked me some questions and was writing it down. And next thing I know, I was honestly healed at that moment. Like,
wow,
what I was going through and what I was feeling in my mind, I had to sit down, close my eyes, and visualize some things. And I haven't sat and did that in years.
Wow.
And it was just crazy, the feeling that it gave me, the energy that it had gave me. And I'm still riding off that energy right now.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
do you still feel healed from that?
Yeah, I haven't been in my mind all day since earlier.
And I'm telling you, he's healed forever.
Wow.
In that issue is gone. Totally. You don't ever have to worry about it again. And that's what I want to bring to the community.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
That's part of the gospel choir.
Wow, you just gave me the chills.
That's amazing.
It's powerful.
Because if she has the quality of life to help heal your life, why wouldn't you want to take a chance to do that? I'm tired of hurting. I can't wait to have my chance to speak with her. I'm tired of not being able to think outside of my issues.
Mhm.
I want to get away from that, because those are the things that hold you down. Those are the things that constantly are reminders. I had a show earlier in the year, and last year, and I stated that every time you try to get up in life, you realize that you get in your own way. You remember all the bad, all the good. Then you got people that want to keep reminding you of everything you didn't do correctly, or what you didn't do that was promising. And I'm ready to be over all of that.
Mhm.
I'm
And
ready
you
to
can,
live.
and you can let it be. Let the Lord take it. That's what the atonement is about. And so, really, what happened is that the Lord gave him some things that he needed to do, or told him what he needed to learn, and then he gave it to the Lord, and the Lord took it.
Amen.
That's what happened.
And that's what he does. That's exactly what he does. And I'm more so impressed that you young men are into church, because I done been around a lot of young people, and I mentioned church there. I was like, why you trying to be so churchy? I'm not. I said, I am not holier than thou. Thou is holier in me. My belief in the Lord has changed me to be a better person. I am the better version of Terralisa than I've ever been in my life. But I know that there's still more for me to learn, and more for me to acknowledge, and more for me to grow into. And I'm not afraid of it anymore. I was afraid of my calling. I started stalling and not wanting to care about anything. But when I gave it up and gave it to the Lord, all those bridges started falling. But I'm still not out the water yet. I still struggle every day. I'm under construction. I will admit. But with the help of people like you, your husband, and you guys, and Out of the Mud Inc., in this community, if we can help touch other people to gather together to bring this up, just think of the possibilities. Where can we be? Where can we go? And what these youth going to be able to do.
Right.
I'm excited to see that for them.
And I want to do this from the grassroots, not from way up with the universities and all the, what is it, the trials and things that they do, and they get all these millions of dollars for them to
endowments.
I want grassroots, and really get to the problem, really get to the people, get to the people, not theories.
Okay.
All these theories. Get to the people and really help the people.
And so one of my mentors, who I love so much, his name is David Smith. Sorry to shout your name out there. He does this thing called Passages, where we stand up and tell 5-minute true stories. I haven't been in a while, but it's still in my heart, and I am going to go back again. And I love it. And it's just a community of different people sitting around, and then one person walks up and tells a 5-minute true story, no prompts, no anything, right? One of the things he said and he taught me was a word when he went, I don't know what country he went to, but it was a word called atankata, atankata. It means the people, the people, the people. No matter what you do, where you go, it's all about the people. And I appreciate you saying that, because that resonate with me, what he said, even more so, because you got to be able to connect and touch the people to order to see these things grow and prosper. I agree with that.
And we got to be real. We
So
got to be real.
and ready.
And just the key is love. That is truly the key. Because when Jesus came, before he left, he left us only 2 commandments: to love him and to love our neighbor.
Yes, yes.
As ourselves. Somebody said, but what if you don't love yourself? How are you going to love your neighbor? I mean, what if you hate yourself? I mean, it's just how you. But it says, first love the Lord thy God. If you love him, you'll learn to love you. See, that's the thing. If you can learn to love him, you'll love you, and then you'll be able to love your neighbor.
Because there's a lot of people that don't know how to love themselves. They lost their way. They got lost in the sauce. I feel that I probably was one of those people a long time ago, in my early 20s. I'm 54 now. I'll be 55, God willing, in April. But when I was in my 20s, I lost my way. And I didn't really love nobody or myself, but I had to come up out of that. And I wish that I had a mentor in my life at that time, with your statute of everything that you've been through, your knowledge and your confidence and the words that you use and say. I mean, you're very careful at how you approach these things. And I see that and I feel that and I appreciate that.
Well, I would say then, thank God, because it's not me.
Well, I do thank God.
Yeah.
And I thank God for you and James.
And I think, who
for
was it that
introducing me
says,
to you.
somebody said something today. It's like, just that light. Just let that light, his will come through. And his will be your will. That your will is aligned with his will. And his will be done.
Oh, yes,
okay?
It will.
So what if your will was his will? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you wish, whatever you want in life, it will happen because it's his will.
Wow.
See? So you want to align your will with his will. But you got to come to know him, right? And how do you come to know him? You meditate, you just go somewhere and you just talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait to hear. You wait and you listen.
All right. Reginald, what was the name? Reginald Coleman said, "This is good word on this podcast." Thank you so much, Reginald, for tuning in to the Red Alert podcast today. We got other podcasts on this Out of the Mud Inc. Platform, but I'm very happy that you tuned into this one today because this message came straight from the divine. This message was intended for you and everybody else. So please like, share, and subscribe. I want to give a shout out once again to James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, George F. Grundy II, and Larry Lott for making it happen here on this show. And I don't even want to end because I'm just want to keep asking questions over and over and over because I know we got to move forward in life and everything, but we need to do this again.
I just want to say this one thing too. That as you progress and life opens up for you and miracles happen, because miracles are going to happen, beautiful things are going to happen, don't fear.
That's a big one.
And turn back around and run back to the old stuff. Stay with it.
Stay with it.
Stay with it. The Lord is with you. Stay with it. Whitney, come back. Let's do this time and don't run.
All right.
She was at the verge of being a superstar when she was with me. We took her to LA and she won. She was like the number one teenage singer.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, well, my stomach hurt, or I don't know. And she went back home. Sometimes when things, it's the fear. Come on. Come on, Whitney.
Come on, Whitney, because you got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, let's do this time.
She's saying that you have another chance
that
your chance hasn't left. So come back, finish the journey.
Finish the journey.
Finish the journey.
Yes, that is such a positive way. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I hope y'all been liking and sharing and subscribing. And please be sure to share this on all the platforms that you have. Just because we're not live, when we're not being live, you can still go back and review and listen and still comment. I usually go back and watch them at least 2 or 3 times every time so that I can comment to the people that put a post up so I can make sure that I interact with the audience.
So I have a question. When in the near future, if at all, are you going to be, or your family going to be performing in the vicinity of Flint or Genesee County or Michigan?
Whenever
so we can be
Flint
cultured?
Is ready. Whenever Flint wants us.
Well, what we need to do to get that going?
Well, I think first, let's get this choir going. Let's get 500 voices strong, singing all over, and doing a big concert somewhere. And it won't take long. All you gotta do is call me. All you gotta do is call me, and then we'll find the musicians, and then we'll find the money to pay the musicians to help train.
All right. You got that answer for you, George? Well, wow.
Hey, look, we got to get it done.
Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. I most definitely appreciate you, Miss Bonner,
I
for
appreciate
being
you.
here. And I appreciate you, young men, for sharing your stories and also being a child of God. You know, she's got it platted right there on her shirt. I love that. I'm a child of God, and I believe in the Lord, and I believe in his power. And I believe this setting today was put together for a good reason.
For sure.
For good reason.
For sure. For sure. Thank
George.
you for having me.
One last
You're
thing.
welcome. Yes.
I can't
No,
wait
can't.
to hear her husband speak and tell his journey and his story. Because if you have this in you, the man that is leading the home has to have dynamic things to say.
And he is definitely the head of our household.
That's what I'm saying.
He is the patriarch,
so
highly respected
has to
and
be amazing.
revered by all of his children.
Mhm. Wow. And that's something everybody wants for their home.
Harry, can you
I
just
want
come
that
say
for
hi?
you.
Can you just say hi real quick? You got to hurry, though. If you have a word.
Yep.
Just a little
little
something.
closing word for the RBT show today.
Well, say all she needed to do was touch the hem. Can you give us a hem word?
A hymn.
Sit right here. You have a word to the audience? Have you been listening to the?
I have.
Okay.
I have. I'll start with 2 words.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for what you've shared, for what you've spoken from your hearts, because it was filled with divinity. It was filled with Jesus. It was filled with God. And those listening, they have feasted as I have feasted tonight.
All right.
Sister, thank you.
Thank you
for being so open to have this remarkable woman.
Yes.
And she is truly remarkable.
Yes, she is. And I'm thankful for her as well.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for the words that you brought to us today, even if it's just 2. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Wonderful. Man, I'm just like, I'm almost about to cry. Y'all just don't know. I feel the Lord in this room, and I feel the excitement and the joy. And all I want to say is thank you. Thank you, Out of the Mud. Thank you, listeners and viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Demarius. Thank you, Jaquante. Thank you for, I mean, Mr. Bonner just put that in my heart today. I appreciate you all. Whew, with that being said, we gotta depart. I don't want to, but hey, red alert, red